Greetings and salutations, scribblers. Thank you for joining me for another writing tips video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the unique author voice that you bring to your writing. In the past, I have compared author voice to the style that your favorite music artist has. You can hear that new song on the radio, and within a few bars, you've clocked the song as being that artist. It's their unique style. It's their voice that brings, that they kind of bring to everything they do, even if the music notes change and even though the words are different, like you know that it's them because it just has that voice to it. As authors, we strive to do the same. Our goal is to have a recognizable voice across all of our books, despite having different plots, characters, or even different genres. Author voice is a very nebulous concept, and it's really one of those things that you just need to experiment with and find what feels natural and comfortable. It really is. It's just something that's so hard to define, and everybody who talks about it is talking about something I feel like slightly different. So my version of voice is not what somebody else's version of voice is. And I know I've mentioned this before in other videos, but you have your author voice, so that's you, the person doing the writing, and then all of your characters need to have your own voice. So when you're writing a story, you are writing with your voice, but you're also writing with each individual character's voice as well. So that's where it starts to get a little bit more nuanced and layered. So back to our writer's voice. Developing our writer's voice is a universal struggle among the writing community. When most of us first start out on a writing journey, it's not uncommon to feel as though our voice is very generic. And oftentimes, we'll even mimic our favorite authors to an extent when we first start writing. It's what we know and love, and until we figure out our own style, we play in that familiar sandbox, right? But when we do finally start to figure out what makes us stand apart, we can then begin leaning into that and really developing our own author voice. And that's going to be one of those things that make you stand out in an agent's inbox or in a bookstore when someone picks up your book to like scan through to see if they want to read it. Those are those things that are really going to help you. Searching for your writer's voice is also not a unique problem. We have all been there. If you're a writer who's worked with an editor or you've sent out some queries, it's very possible that you've been told like by the editor that you would want them to, they want you to enhance your voice. Like, how can you deepen this? And if it's an agent, they might have said something along the lines of they didn't feel that your voice stood out enough. And that's always frustrating to hear. I know I have gotten that on queries. I know friends who have gotten that on queries. And you have to like kind of take that with a grain of salt because it doesn't mean your voice isn't good. What it means is that you have an opportunity to lean into what makes it stand out and really make it shine. So why does all this matter? It matters because it's another way that readers connect with your writing. The way that you decide to say something makes all the difference sometimes. Think about if you ever taking advice, right, from people. There are some people you will never listen to or never consider their advice simply for the way that they will convey that message. But when someone says it in a way that connects with you, voila, you take that person's advice and you're like, oh yeah, this is fabulous. Why wasn't I doing this all along? Meanwhile, the other person whose like voice you didn't care for, they're just rolling their eyes and thinking, I've said that for 2 years and you have never listened to me. So sometimes you just need to hear the message the right way. And that's what your writer's voice is. It's your unique way of telling that story. Every word that you write is developing the rhythm and cadence of your style. And some readers will love it, which of course also means that others may not like it. But that's writing, right? No book is 100% universal. But there are readers out there who are looking to connect with your specific writing. And there are readers out there looking for your specific book and your specific voice. So you need to stick with it. Don't be like, I don't know how to make it stand out. You have to figure out what it is about your voice that is really unique and what really makes it you and not somebody else writing it. That you element that you bring into your writing has so much power. And that power comes from being authentic. So bringing your unique perspective to the page in an honest way. It builds a relationship with your readers, even if you never meet them. All of this to say that as you explore what your writing voice is and what it will become, be really sincere in your approach and honest with yourself about what it is and what's not authentic for you. And much like every other aspect of your writing journey, your voice will evolve over time. So if your writing feels different now than it did 5 years ago, that's okay. That's what it should be. In another 5 years, it will have evolved again because we are constantly growing and changing and learning more. We have more input, so then we can make new decisions. What really matters is that you stay true to yourself and you let your authentic voice guide you forward as you write. That is all for today, Scribblers. If you are looking for help in developing your writer's voice, we would love to help you, of course. We do offer developmental edits and coaching to help you on your writing journey. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy writing, Scribblers.